Hey there guys, and welcome back to the Daily Draft, where we take Magic one draft at a time. My name is Morgan, I play Magic, and this is a draft. um, we're probably just taking this Managorger Hydra. There's a Dwynen's Late in here, and some pressure bonds, but those are pretty much the only notable things. You could make an argument for the Consecrated by Blood-ish, but Managorger Hydra is just so monstrous. Like, it's pretty difficult to kill, which is why I like it. And I'm a little tired right now, so my apologies for that. Didn't mean to be so yawny today. Anyway. We need our next pack, dude. Leaf Gilder would be nice. Let's see what else. I would like a Leaf Gilder. Undercity Troll, also pretty sweet. Hey, Leaf Gilder. There's also a Patron of the Valiant and a Sigilled Starfish and an Nantuko Husk, but I'm pretty happy just taking the Leaf Gilder here and sticking to green for now. We are back with pack 3. There are a couple of options here. There's a Disperse, there's a Dragon Fodder, there's an Orchard Spirit, and a Read the Bones. And also a Necromantic Summons, I suppose. I'm more inclined to take the Dragon Fodder, or maybe even the Necromantic Summons. I think I want the Dragon Fodder, though. These are a bit slow. Like, Read the Bones is good with Managorger Hydra, but Dragon Fodder sets us up for some good removal later. Here, I think I'm just going to take the Evolving Wilds. Watercourse is fine too, but I'm not quite sure what colors I want to be in yet. And, well, blue is good. Watercourser is pretty replaceable in a green deck. You get a lot of 3s. Huh. Alright, so there's another Dragon Fodder, there's a Gear per Gear Crafter, and there's a Ram Roller in this pack. I think I'd like either the Ram Roller or the Gear Crafter. I already have a Dragon Fodder. I think it's just the Gear Crafter. Like, that card is good regardless. This card is a little awkward with the attacks each turn of Fable clause. Here, I could take the Evolutionary Leap, the Enthralling Victor, the Husk, and hedge on, like, Sacrifice, Red-Black Sacrifice. I think I'd just take the Evolutionary Leap. We have a lot of good creatures, and if we get more Dragon Fodders, which it looks like we're doing, we could have a pretty good setup for getting our bigger threats. Taking the Dragon Fodder over the Evosaurus Mage, because I think this card is a little bit better. Just the 2 bodies plus turn 2 play is pretty nice. And having all these token generators will be especially good should we end up with something like Jiraga Invocation. Here I'm taking Subterranean Scout. It's one of my favorite creatures in this format, if I'm honest. There's also an Act of Treason and a Guardian Automaton and a Vast Regorger, but yeah. Subterranean Scout is another one of those all-important turn 2 plays. Here I'm taking the Fire Fiend Elemental over the Consecrated by Blood. I'm still pretty reluctant to go into black, and I don't really want an aura to put me there anyway. Here I'm taking the Aerial Volley. It's a fine sideboard card, especially against other Thopter decks. So we might not be playing green. Like, these aren't the best. Well, these are some pretty good green cards, if I'm completely honest with you. But it's not for sure. We could easily move into like black for Nantuko Husk or something. And I honestly, with the Subterranean Scout now, I wouldn't, and the double Dragon Fodder, I wouldn't mind. Because the trick with Subterranean Scout and Nantuko Husk is you give something, you give the Nantuko Husk unblockable, and then you sacrifice your whole board to it. So it can be targeted by Subterranean Scout, but then it's also huge. I guess I take the Hydro Lash. Not really much to take there. Take the Infinite Obliteration, I guess. Name a creature card. Gotcha. Yeah, there are a lot of tricksy things that you can do with Evolutionary Leap. I'll take the Nivix Barrier. I'm not playing the Reclaim regardless, so... Oh, I actually like playing Chandra's Fury a lot. And I'm pretty happy to pick it up last pick, especially since most of my picks right now died to Chandra's Fury. So, pretty happy with it. Things that I'm looking for: Fiery Impulse, Acolyte of the Inferno, a reason to play green, Night Snare. Oh, that was nice of them. Or, a reason to put us into a different color. Because these were our first two picks, and then Evolutionary Leap has been seen as subpar by certain areas, factions of the drafting community. These don't look like Origins goblins. Like, this looks more like an Origins goblin. Huh. Okay, a couple of options here. There is a Lightning Javelin, which I think I'm going to end up taking. Dwynen's Elite, Rock Maulers, Yeva's Force Mage in green, and a Relic Seeker. But I think I just take the Lightning Javelin here because Dwynen's Elite is a good green card, but I'd rather have the removal for this deck. So, especially even if I do play the green Evolutionary Leap deck, I'd much rather have things that make more of an impact on the board. Here, I definitely am just taking the Soul Legion. It's really good if you get a lot of tokens, and this is the kind of bomb that we're keeping an eye out for. And I could even consider splashing the Mana Gorger Hydra. Like this with a couple of instant speed things. He grants endless wishes as long as you always wish for a blade. Ooh, Fiery Impulse? Somebody likes me. Take the Fiery Impulse here over Timberpack Wolf, I guess, and Active Treason. Yeah. Nice removal spell. And here, between the Bonded Construct, the Conclave Naturalists, and the Subterranean Scout, I think I'd rather just take a Subterranean Scout. Here, wow, there's a lot of red cards or white cards in here. I think I just take the Farrakhan's Disciple here. Majoring Bully is a pretty replaceable effect. In that I have a bunch of 2-drops already. So Soulblade Djinn might not necessarily be a thing that we're doing. But it is a good thing to keep in mind still, so I'm pretty happy to just, have it hang around. It's not something that we'd splash, is the thing. Like, if we're playing green, we're not playing Soul Blade. If I got more, like, Aspiring Aeronauts, I'd probably play it. Especially since we do have a couple of good instants. And also sorceries, but mostly instants. Burr. Is this something we'd main deck with Soul Blade? Maybe. This would be kind of a blowout, I imagine. Alright, so a couple of options here. There's a Blazing Hellhound, a Shadows of the Past, a Wild Instincts, and a Screeching Scab. I could take the Wild Instincts, I guess. Blazing Hellhound is so cool, but I think I'd rather have the Wild Instincts. It's another piece of removal. Here I could take Infectious Bloodlust, Titan Strength, or another Evolving Wilds. I think I'd just take the Evolving Wilds. Conclave Naturalists. I'll take it. Yeah. Alright, Soul Blade Jin was a diversion, unfortunately. I mean, we didn't miss out on a lot other than like a Timberpack Wolf, so I'm fine, but sad day. So now we're really crossing our fingers for a Draga Invocation to make good use of these Dragon Fodders. Yeah, I'll take a Force Mage here over like an Infectious Bloodlust and a Sigil of Valor. This doesn't really strike me as an Infectious Bloodlust deck. So there's a Caustic Caterpillar and a Veteran Sidearm. I think I just take the Caterpillar, considering I need more creatures anyway. Although this 10-7 is a little bit of a misnomer, considering these are also creatures, technically. Taking the Active Trees in here. And I'll take the Bonded Construct over the Vastwood Gorger. Active Treason in case that Blazing Hellhound wheels, because I'd definitely take that. And swerve hard into Red Black Sack. It didn't, unfortunately. Ooh, Foil End. Not taking Mantle of Webs because I'm never playing that card ever. And Active Treason can actually be a pretty good way for like things like Mana Gorger Hydra to break through. Here there's a Fiery Impulse and a Herald of the Pantheon and a Timberpack Wolf. I'm definitely taking the Fiery Impulse. Like, it's just better than either of the 2-drops. That's pretty cut and dry, I'd say. Yeah, Fiery Impulse is sweet. I love that card. Why are you so slow? You're probably in your colors already. Ooh! Oh, this is exciting. Woodland Bellower. There must have been like a foil in here. Yeah, maybe there's a foil. Anyway, Woodland Bellower is pretty sweet. It gets a green non-legendary creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less. So you can get Caustic Caterpillar, Leaf Gilder, Mana Gorger Hydra, or you have this Force Mage. And it's also a 6/5 for 6. So yeah, I'm taking that. Sick. Um, hmm. I could take a Subterranean Scout, Prickle Titan Strength, or Orchard Spirit. There's also a Bonded Construct, I suppose, and a Warhorn. I think I'd rather just have the Orchard Spirit here. Ooh, another Gearcrafter. Timberpack Wolf is fine, but Gearcrafter is the butters. Alright, so I have a couple of options here. There is a Spider, a Titanic Growth, and a Crown Sergeant. I think I want the Spider, and then I'll be satisfied with my top end. Now we're just looking to replace, like, a couple of less good things. Our low impact 1-drops. With preferably more removal. Wild Instincts, Lightning Javelin. Heaven forbid we get a Fire Impulse or two. Or a Fiery Conclusion. That'd be sweet. Yeah, now we definitely have our nice green top end here. I think I'd still run a Jiraga Invocation. There's a Blazing Hellhound, which I don't really feel like splashing. Smash to Smithereens for the sideboard, or Titan Strength. I think I just take the Smash to Smithereens. Like I said, Blazing Hellhound, fine, but I'm not really up for splashing it and playing Active Treason because of it. Whereas Smash to Smithereens is definitely Tarvik Relic Smasher. It's definitely something that I can see using from the board. Wow, our deck only has 2 Fiery Impulses? It still seems good. Hey, Lightning Javelin, you wheeled, or, well, you came all the way around. So I'll take that. Probably over the Bonded Construct. Like, Caustic Caterpillar at least can attack on its own. So I've got 4 pieces of removal, sort of 5. No, 6. 5, sort of 6. It's like kind of a board wipe, but not really. Yeah, I'll take a Rogue's Passage. Thank you for offering. And say gather the pack. Now I'll just take that card and put it in my sideboard. What? This card isn't supposed to wheel. I mean, I'm taking it over the Titan Strength. I'm taking this Prickle War over a Titan Strength too, because that card is huge. This is Pilgrimage. Bellows Lizard. Could actually be a reasonable sideboard card. And also Titan Strength. Interesting. Maybe I don't play the Orchard Spirit. And the Titan Strength. Nah, I like the Titan Strength though. And the Prickle Boar. Yeah, Prickle Boar is actually pretty good with Rogue's Passage. Well, I need two cuts. Maybe Fire Fiend Elemental is my weakest 4-drop. I mean, usually Woodland Bellower is going to be getting Mana Gorge or Hydra, let's be honest. Yeah, I think I cut the Prickle Boar. Like, Prickle Boar is good, but I do have plenty of high drops, so I'm okay cutting it. And what else was I gonna cut? Fire Fiend Elemental? I think it's between Fire Fiend Elemental and like Titan Strength. Maybe Chandra's Fury will go on the sideboard. Also, I like the flavor text on Chandra's Fury. They started it. I actually like Chandra's Fury main deck. Guess it's between Titan Strength and Fire Fiend Elemental. And maybe Orchard Spirit can get on the chopping block too. I think Titan Strength is the one that gets cut. Fire Fiend Elemental has haste, which can be pretty relevant sometimes. I'm gonna play all of my colorless lands and add some basics. And we will submit, and I will see you in round 1.